as a man of my word, I promised when I made the greatest plots in hentai #1.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Right! That if it got 50,000 likes, I would make the greatest plots in hentai #2.
No, you
and it will
won't.
hopefully be out within a week, but no promises on this one. I will try, fam.
Now, I've completely deleted the evidence and removed the video from my channel, but it got over 50,000 likes, so, yeah, it was age restricted, so let's hope this one does well.
You serious?
The greatest plots in hentai 2! Yes, this video will be deleted soon after uploading for the sake of my channel's survival, but a promise is a promise. So, yippee, here we go. 50,000 likes and the greatest plots in hentai 3 will be out eventually.
Another one.
Not promising when, but it will happen. And if it doesn't reach that like goal, honestly, I think I'm not gonna do it. So if you like this very interesting intermittent series that lasts for very short periods of time, definitely smash like. And also, if you want to see it, I highly suggest subscribing because, well, if you're not subscribed, then you may not be notified. And if you're not notified, then I may have deleted the video before you get the chance to see it. I don't intend for this to last year long. It's only until YouTube notices, or preferably before they notice. So, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the greatest plots in hentai 2. First, hentai. Why am I doing this? Itadaki Seike. So, the thing about this hentai is that female protagonist, if you can call hentai characters protagonists, is redhead vampire women. Now, redhead vampire women, goddamn everywhere.
You're goddamn right.
I don't know the deal, but she just is, with her little snaggletooth fang thing that actually makes sense in the plot, as opposed to every single anime girl in, like, Moe Slice of Life anime that also have the snaggletooth thing, which don't make sense according to the plot.
What the fuck?
Hentai immediately slaps anime with facts and logic. But that brilliant point aside, you want to know what this is about. Well, redhead vampire woman is a vampire and therefore needs to drink blood. Or so you think. Turns out, vampires don't need to drink blood, they could just drink any bodily fluid, and that would be good enough. See, the lore in this anime is devised brilliantly in order to create the perfect situation, in which case smashing can occur. So, the main male protagonist, if you can call anti-protagonists protagonists, is a lily-livered bitch. But aside from that, this guy doesn't want to go ahead and have fun with women. I'm trying my hardest not to get picked up by the bots immediately. YouTube, please, spare me. I got 50,000 likes. I have no choice. I'm doing this against my will. Yes, I am enjoying it and loving making this video, but it's against my will. In any case, Vampire Woman is starting off about to drink main character's blood. And then she's like, well, I know that I'm like a teenager or whatever, probably over 18 for the sake of legal reasons, even though I'm in high school, but I am actually scared of blood. I can't drink your blood because, oh, it's so scary. Yeah, vampire woman who's been living off blood for the last 18 plus years of her high school life. Scared of blood, but and then she proceeds to think of brilliant alternate ways in order to get her bodily fluids from this male, and this male coincidentally has bodily fluids to give her. And then it turns out that, yes, you thought she was a mere vampire that was sucking dick? No, not at all. In fact, only one of her parents is a vampire and the other one is a succubus. There we go. Vampire succubus woman joins the battlefield. Vampire succubus woman in Smash Wed. She can even be a Mii fighter. I don't care. That would be dope. So, as you can see, not only does this hentai have fantastic plot, but it also has lore and world building as well, introducing different races into the mix in order to just get this one red-headed vampire succubus bimbo to have as many sexual quirks as possible in any given situation. Yes, of course she can inflate her breasts to 7 times their normal size. That's a superpower that comes equipped to any wonderful hentai protagonist. Well done, Itadaki Seike. Extremely cool. Especially that part when 2 bullies are like, wow, that wimp actually got a hot woman. We can't let that happen. And they like sexually assault her and stuff. And then she's like, ha, reverse Uno card. I was secretly sexually assaulting you all along. Yes, one of the greatest twists of all time, if I do say so myself. Next hentai, Rape Gohoka.
Oh, my favorite.
Since birth rates in Japan were declining, this anime set up a brilliant social network, the likes of which modern society has yet to fully comprehend, and they legalized rape. Yes, this way, there will be more babies. Hooray!
Japan.
You make baby now, while we rape your reality.
Finally, solving real problems with real solutions. Two girls get attacked, they defend themselves and beat the crap out of the attacker, and then they get arrested. How dare they assault that man for trying to rape them? That's fully legal. Disgusting. Wow, I'm glad that was solved nicely. Very often, and even masterpieces of social world building, there are often various plot holes within the social constructs they've created in this world. However, in Rape Go Hoka, a modern classic, this is not the case. Despite the very brilliant and fascinating social climate they live in, where repercussions can only be imagined, nothing is ever out of place. There's no double stepping, and there's no going back on what they've already decided was the best turn for the society within this fictional universe. It's my personal belief that this hentai should be shown in schools and colleges across the world. And you know I'm serious, because it's the world, not the world. It very much teaches us how a society like this would function and gives us much to think about in our daily lives. This is definitely the thinker's hentai. And I think without a shadow of a doubt, it answers the age-old question, and yes, rape is actually bad. I'm gonna come out here and say it, as controversial of an opinion that actually is. Next, hentai! Boy meets harem. It's pretty much as it sounds from the title. I think the plot is pretty fantastic and how it sets up the very interesting scenario. It's like, you know, the TV show Lost, how it's really deep and it talks about survival on a desert island and stuff. All the really wacky ways people have to fight for their lives to survive. Well, Boy Meets Harem is very similar. It's about a boy on a plane with literally all busty women.
Extra thick!
The plane crash lands on an island with one boy and an army of busty women. They proceed to port. But now, most of you are probably thinking to yourself, this is just some random excuse to get one dude with a ton of women. And if you're thinking that, you're totally wrong and clearly don't understand the deeper philosophical metaphors it's trying to teach. They survive on this island via all ganging up on this one dude to have sex with him. And since there's only one of him, they have to fight in order to be the most pleasurable in his eyes at any given point in time, because for some reason this hentai makes you believe that the only way to survive is to bang. I'm not exactly sure where it came up with this very interesting take on the survival genre, but I'm not exactly complaining, because the metaphors here far surpass the average survival show. In something like Survivor, where there are a ton of guys in an island and they're competition with each other and have to try to figure out how to best each other, this is pretty much that, except it's not defined with different rules where slowly but surely they're gonna be weeded out. No, this is life or death right here, not some crazy game. So these women have to try their utmost hardest to give the boy in the title of Boy Meets Harem as big of an erection as they possibly can.
Damn, boy, he's thick, boy!
That is their goal, and everyone else is their competitors. This game is clearly a metaphor to Fortnite, because just like Fortnite, where you have many people that get thrown down onto an island to fight to the death, this is a very different type of thrown down to an island to fight to the death. It's where these women cannot be detected by the boy that they're necessarily trying to one-up each other at all times, but it's about them trying to be as horny as possible in order to claim that victory royale. Next, hentai. So I think we can all agree that the education system around the world sucks. And I think Dropout has finally found a solution to this problem. There are two types of people in Dropout. There are the students and the dropouts. Anyone, male or female, they don't judge, because hentai is the highest plane of existence. If they fail, they're forced to now become a sex slave for the ones that pass. At first thought, you probably think that's
Kind of retarded.
In fact, I'd even go as far as to say that you probably downright don't even think it's a working system. But Dropout tells you nay, that is not the case at all. I very much believe that there are problems in any system that is tried to be implemented politically. Whether you're pro-socialist or pro-capitalist, honestly, I don't give a damn. I talk about cartoons, so suck it. But it's undeniable that every single system has their issues. If there would be a system without issues, then that would be the implemented system across the world, and we wouldn't need different political parties to be up in arms against each other. Yes, they all have flaws, period. Fact. And Dropout is showing you the ups and downs of capitalism. That is correct. The top class can truly flourish. Through hard work and determination, anyone can get to the top of the food chain. But unfortunately, those dropped to the wayside become the sex slaves of the upper class of society. Yes, this metaphor became extremely sad extremely quickly, but that is clearly the narrative that Dropout is trying to push. Do I agree?
Irrelevant.
Do I disagree? Equally.
Irrelevant.
All that matters is that there is so much that can be learned from hentai. And this plot, which is clearly trying to talk about a metaphor for the ups and downs of a capitalist society, truly shows us that no one wants to be left behind and become the society sex slave. So therefore, they end up working far harder and end up doing far, far better. They grow to new heights. Whereas, unfortunately, the ones that fall far further and end up as the metaphorical, as well as literal in this case, sex slaves of Zawar. Very sad stuff here. But also, definitely education. Animac from Anime Uproar, the YouTube channel, was telling me that, oh, he has a PhD in political philosophy, and I was like, you can get that from hentai! The man didn't believe me, but god damn it, it's true. Next, hentai! Now, pet life is fascinating because it gives us quite the glance into the psyche of someone that's being blackmailed. Horrible stuff. Horrible indeed. So there's this one dude who walks up to a woman, steals her panties, and takes a picture of her private place, which was very not nice of him, and then says, now, you must obey my every command or I will send this picture around. So all of a sudden, blam! She has no choice but to listen to everything he says.
Kneel before Zod.
Nope.
This is truly sad for the women, and I think we can all come together and agree to the trauma of this situation. But the only reason why I wouldn't say this is truly one of the absolute greatest and only like a tier 2 greatest plot in hentai is because if you could blackmail someone so easily, it would be an extremely sad and bleak world. I mean, this dude himself agrees that he can't just go ahead and sexual assault someone.
I'm Larry Arthauer, and I'll refrain from touching my neighbor's kids again.
But if he sexual assaults them and takes a picture of it proving that the assault happened, boom! The guy's unbeatable now. He can blackmail them and now have all the power. Yes, I find this logic in the blackmail scenario slightly pushed. I mean, I'm here critiquing the greatest plots in hentai. I have the right to talk about why the psychology of the characters does not exactly line up in this one scenario. So we're gonna leave this one here.
Oh, thank God.
Just to leave you to think about that and let me know your decisions about my assessment in the comments below. That would be extremely appreciated so we can only further come to a better understanding of some of the deepest plots of the greatest stories of the modern era. Game of Thrones, hold your beer. We have 400 hentai with different types of apps on cell phones that can hypnotize women into having sex with you. You got nothing on this. So with that said and done, thank you very much for stopping by and enjoying the greatest plots in hentai too. Riveting stuff, I know. Please smash like, because 50,000 likes and you'll be getting part 3 eventually. Share this around as quickly as you can, because in a few days, it's not gonna exist anymore. Definitely subscribe with notifications on. Hit that bell so you can know when the next one comes out, being that, well, it's not gonna have staying power. And also, feel free to check out some of my other content. It's not all as weird. At least that's what I like to tell myself. So, have yourselves the most wonderful evening. Links in the description to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and merch. And remember to stay weird, fan.
It's crude. It's lewd. And that's what I call high quality goddamn semen.